Welcome to the video game podcast auction. Tonight, we'll be starting with Lot A. Hey, we fixed your game. We'll be starting the bidding at $100. Do I hear 100?
100.
That's 100 from Jeff Keighley. Do I hear 200?
200.
200 from Phil Spencer. Do I hear 300?
2 million gold doubloons!
That's 2 million gold doubloons from Robert Fixton, CEO of Fixco. Going once, going twice. Sold!
What the hell is
What if Madden Football had a dating simulator? What if Call of Duty had a taxes calculator? What if Sonic had arthritis and he couldn't run? What if Waluigi had a gun? New features, new graphics. Another instant classic. Remastered, revised, quadrupled in size, robustly monetized, now it's critically acclaimed.
Hello and welcome to Hey, We Fixed Your Game.
And greetings from Fixco, the world's largest games conglomerate.
This is a show where we, on behalf of Fixco, acquire beloved gaming IPs and reimagine them with our bold new ideas. Day one, Dwight, how do you feel?
I feel great, Caleb. It feels good to be back. It feels great to be in the loving embrace of Fixco, the world's first quadruple A gaming studio.
I'm thrilled that we got acquired, Dwight. I just want to say, not having to worry about all the things that come with running a podcast.
Yeah.
We just kind of put it all in the arms of our beloved overlords. Are we hitting all the buzzwords, by the way? Dwight, do you have the list in front of you?
Well, so they have given us an SEO checklist that we're supposed
Overlord, check. Beloved, check. Loving arms, check.
Yeah. They're on a whole different level with the SEO stuff. They know who the real potential customers, what they're Googling.
Yeah.
I figure for the listener, we should maybe lay out a bit more detail about the circumstances that led to this acquisition.
Kind of a surprise. We came to the end of season 1 and we weren't really sure what we were gonna do, so we submitted our show up for auction, or the rights lapsed or something like that.
It was a legal spaghetti. There was a lapsing of rights. There was a bankruptcy. There was a grand larceny. There was
a will mixed in there.
Yeah, there were dead witnesses. It was just we
basically some shit went down. Next thing you know, we are 2 million gold doubloons richer. Yeah, and 1 Hey, We Fixed Your Game poorer.
It's so true.
We're now completely owned by Fixco. We haven't gotten the doubloons yet, though, have we?
So I think what we were informed of. So yeah, listener, we sold out. We needed to pay for our legal fees after apparently getting sued by the Geneva Convention for something. So we got bought for 2 million gold doubloons by Fixco, the world's largest gaming company.
Yeah, well, someone saw a diamond in the rough and they chopped at the bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then as soon as they had paid us to own the company, they said, hey, where's that money? It's in your company's bank account. That's my company's bank account. And they took it back. So,
damn.
Yeah, which is a classic maneuver that's used. Yeah, I'm sure it was the same for Microsoft acquiring Activision Blizzard. It's $68.7 billion. Sure, I will buy your company and your bank account.
Right. But we're really happy with our new, what was it? The word was Overlords?
Overlords is the, according to the newest company Memo, they would prefer for us to refer to them as Overlords. It instills a righteous fear in the employee base, is what they say. Yeah.
We're not quite sure what our role is here on our first day. We just kind of showed up.
We're just getting here, Caleb, me and you, from direct, hot off the HR presses. I don't know if you had this experience, Caleb, but I believe that I was being hired on as a podcast specialist.
That's what they told me.
Yeah, but it appears that there was some sort of switcheroo where
we're they showed us to our desks, and it was at the IP acquisitions section of the building, which is a gigantic dark corridor with no lights on and no other offices. It's just
there's one fluorescent light above one cubicle with two
Yeah.
computers, and then the rest of the hallway is pitch black.
Yeah, it's and the elevator. Did you ride the one-way elevator up here?
Yeah, I rode the one-way elevator, and I cannot find the down elevator. Every sign that says fire exit points to a different sign that says fire exit.
Yeah, really, really weird.
Yeah.
But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure out day one. It's just day one.
Yeah.
We'll get our we're getting our sea legs under us.
I'm
or
sure
whatever
we'll
they
see
say.
our families again.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear that?
Oh, I guess that's what an email sounds like in FixCo.
That's what the company memos sound like when we receive them. Caleb, do you want to crack open that company memo for us?
Yeah, sure. I'm cracking it open right now. Okay. Hey, we fixed your game, boys. Glad to have you on the team as our podcast specialists. We have a new IP that we've just acquired, World of Horror.
Oh!
Created by Pavel Kozminski and published by Isbird Games. They've bought out World of Horror. Okay, I've played World of Horror.
I have not played World of Horror.
Oh, this is perfect. I guess I'll take charge.
Yeah.
We need this game fixed up and out the door ASAP, or else.
Or else. Does it follow up the threat with an or else something, or is it just the...
No, or else ellipsis. That's it.
How many periods in the ellipsis?
Like 6.
Oh!
It's 2 ellipses. Yeah. We might be in trouble here, Dwight.
You get to the point with an ellipsis where if there's too many, it's hard to count all the individual dots. That's what I've found.
I'm counting them. For those of you who don't know, World of Horror is a roguelite role-playing game where essentially you solve 5 different mysteries in kind of a point-and-click style RPG while balancing these various resources of sanity and stamina in order to unlock the foreboding lighthouse and save the world from certain destruction at the hands of an eldritch deity, randomly rolled up eldritch deity.
Yeah.
It's heavily inspired by Junji Ito and the Lovecraft mythos to the point where it's basically just entirely references to the two cosmoses.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of direct horror references and reimaginings. It takes place in like a 1980-ish Japan.
Yeah, 1980X.
1980X.
I would say, listener, if you're not familiar with Junji Ito, the manga artist, and if you want to feel really icky, if you just like don't want to feel happy anymore, you should Google Junji Ito and just kind of like scroll through some panels.
Yeah. It's you'll get the vibe exactly.
Yeah, and if you then look at this game, you'll see the influence is quite obvious.
Yeah, it's immediately apparent. But cool thing about Pavel Kozminski, this Polish game dev, he worked on the game part-time while working as a dentist, which is crazy to me, but also makes perfect sense for the kind of ickiness that this game is. You know what I mean?
From the
a lot
sick,
of body
twisted
horror
mind
of Pavel Kozminski. Yeah,
what like 10 years of dentistry does to a person. Yeah. Have you ever wondered what kind of fucked up shit your dentist is thinking while they're like working on your molars?
Now we know. We know.
They're probably just like ruminating on some Junji Ito they read during their breakfast that morning.
Well, there is a direct line from this game, which is like one of the fake news broadcasts that shows up on the TV is, dentist unexplainably begins performing dental surgery to replace human teeth with dog's teeth. Nobody knows why, and I'm going...
Is that real?
Yeah, that's in the game. It's like one of the fake little news broadcasts that just shows up. The game is absolutely chock full of little references of like scary, unsettling things, just constant everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little overwhelming, actually, just how many little creepy things are peeking out of the corner at you. But, Dwight, we gotta fix this ASAP or else.
All right, ASAP or else, period.
Yes. Yeah. It's a lot of periods. Let's get let's get straight to it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Here's my first thought after playing the game for several hours. It's you kind of play as a high schooler, or at least all the characters that you can choose from are high schoolers, or like young adults in some way.
Mm-hmm.
My first thought is like, oh my god, that's so much pressure. Like, you're like 18 and you have to save the whole world from an eldritch deity while balancing your sanity and stamina.
The puberty.
Yeah, and on top of puberty, they should have a puberty meter
Yeah.
You know,
Where's
it's kind of, where's the puberty meter?
Yeah.
It's unwritten, but it's there.
There's an implied puberty meter.
There's an implied. But what I'm thinking is that like I'm thinking back to what my life was like in high school, and I'm like I just didn't have time to save the world.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe we add like a Persona style upper layer to the game,
Sure.
like on top of the whole like investigating locations to find clues for how to stop the Eldritch Deity. Maybe on top of that, you have to manage your schoolwork.
I think that's great, yeah.
Persistent throughout all of the levels of the game, all of the mysteries that you have to solve is this doom meter that slowly accumulates.
Mm-hmm.
And once, as you take game actions, it accumulates faster or slower depending on the actions you take. And if it ever reaches 100, the Eldritch Deity destroys the world.
The Eldritch Deity plays the video game Doom.
Yeah, you watch
and
the
gets some
Deity.
ideas.
Yeah, it goes, hold up. This is looking good.
Carnage like this I had never considered.
But what if on top of the Doom meter there was a mom meter?
A mom
where
meter.
the more you neglect to like clean your room and do your homework and like contribute to family life as you're trying to save the world, the more the mom meter fills up. And if the mom meter ever reaches 100, you fucking die. Your mom kills you. She puts you in like summer school or something. She's like, you're done.
Yeah. Right, yeah. You get grounded so hard.
Yeah, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Straight up, you're in school all day. You don't have time to save the world. Eldritch deities be damned.
It's dishes, it's lawn mowing, and it's homework from that point on.
All of the rest of the mysteries become doing household chores.
Yeah. You have to finish the game up until the point the apocalypse happens. And like there's a button for like reviling your mom. You can press the revile mom button.
Well, that's interesting. That's interesting that you say that because this game has an extremely. I don't know if you've looked at how the combat works in this game.
I have not,
but it's extremely detailed. There are like grids of actions you can choose from with 9 different actions that you can take that take different amounts of time, and you have a time bar that you have to fill up. It's really, really complex and crunchy. But and I'm trying to think of more like quirky actions that you could add to that bar that would
Give
help
me a sample
you...
of some of these actions, Kate.
Okay, so one of them's kick. That's an offensive action. You can kick your opponent. That's pretty simple, right?
Yeah. I've even kicked an opponent before.
Yeah.
Like relatable.
You're kicking opponents. You've kicked opponents before in your life. I have too.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example of defensive action. Improvise weapon is a defensive action, which is you root around for an improvised weapon.
You and your weapon.
Yes. And you also procure it from a place. And basically it lets you scrounge up a weapon from your environment. Another one is retreat. Seems pretty explanatory. The other one is meditate. Is not so explanatory. It lets you sacrifice some of your stamina to regain some of your sanity.
That's when you're like in a nasty street brawl and like you're throwing down and the guy's like, wait. Just a second. Let me get out my call map on my iPhone 15. Where are my AirPods? Oh man. Let me put in my AirPods.
It does. Here's the thing though. According to the game, that only takes like 3 seconds or something. All of you just do a quick 3-second meditation. Like it doesn't take long. You can dodge. You can observe.
Okay.
You can instruct your allies to jump in front of attacks or distract.
What does observe usually get you? Because I would think observing in a fight would be kind of like you see the guy is gonna beat the shit out of you. The guy beats the shit out of you.
No, it's usually like it gives you based on your knowledge stat. I think it gives you like weaknesses and what type of creature it is. So like
you're doing the Sherlock Holmes movie,
Yeah,
Robert Downey scene.
Discombobulate.
The discombobulate scene. I see.
Block wild left hook. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing
exactly.
that kind of thing.
Right, big toe, left nut.
Yeah. I want to add a couple more options to the combat because there really aren't enough. I'm thinking the game really needs a rebuke button. You know what I mean?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Like as you said, you got to be able to say, "Hey, you nasty spiral." hey,
you damn Uzumaki.
You stinky spiral. You're no good. You hear me?
Yeah.
You better back off.
I'm looking at you, mister. I'm looking at you. Hey, no. Bad.
Hey, you floating balloon head. You're just an airhead. You got nothing but wind between those two ears.
Yeah. Hey, you Mac DeMarco looking ass enemy. That'll age well.
That's another
Fine
SEO.
wine.
That's an SEO check mark for us. Mention Mac DeMarco. Thank you, Fixco.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are some good ones. I'm trying to think of like what I do in real life that helps repel others away from me.
Yeah.
Something I do sometimes is apologize too much. I think that tends to drive my coworkers a little bit mad. So like, maybe you show up to the fight 2 minutes early and you're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. No, I was
my bad.
at the time."
No,
and I was just like,
no. Seriously, take your time. Take your time. If you need to get ready, just like don't even worry about it.
No, I'm just gonna pull up the docs really quick. Oh man, yeah. No, I'd never do this. I'm so sorry about that.
Sorry,
it's just gonna
guys.
take me a second. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
though I think that could also enrage the monster.
It has
well.
a 50% chance to pacify it, a 50% chance to enrage.
Right.
It's a coin flip.
Maybe the monster is like angry. It's acting out of a feeling of like perfectionism in that like I'm not doing enough. I'm not like good enough.
Oh.
And seeing you be a wreck helps it realize like, hey, I can be a bit nicer to myself.
Yeah.
Because some people's lives really are shitholes, and like maybe I'm doing okay.
That's the thing about Junji Ito that I really respect. For those of you Junji Ito fans out there, he really does manage to find the horror in extremely mundane anxieties that people have and like amplify them 20-fold into making them like real life horrors. So like when you get a hangnail, that's a really normal, annoying like thing, and he turns it into this horrifying peeling your skin off horror,
which is also a pretty normal thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he turns that peeling your skin off horror into putting your skin back on, and it's a different skin.
What?
Aren't you scared by that?
I'm pissing.
That's a good move that we could use against these monsters.
Oh, piss.
The shit and piss button.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Just straight up fecal confusion.
Fecal confusion.
Hitting him with the Charleston button, doing a little dance button.
Uh-huh.
Depending on your charisma, it just makes them want to kiss you.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. Putting on a fedora and like trying to initiate social contact with a female monster. Like, maybe this is more of a gear that you could equip, but I think you're just dealing psychic damage every milady.
Instead of having 3 9-choice selections for combat, I really want defensive, offensive, spiritual, and flirtatious, a la Undertale. Where, like...
I think that's good, yeah.
You can... with a high enough charisma, you can unlock a fourth type of action to take in combat, which is just try and get the multi-headed monster to kiss you...
Sex.
With all of its mouths at once. Yeah.
You can, like, if you hit it hard enough, the Peggy screen comes up. It says, like, Peggy 18. And that's when the game really crosses a Rubicon for you. And, suddenly the genre has taken a bit of a left turn, if you know what I mean.
I'm just saying, if you really want to drill into the 1980s Japanese aesthetic, you gotta put a little bit of porn in your game.
We should be able to have a little bit of porn in our game.
Yeah, as a treat. Yeah. Here's a good action that you can take in combat. It's an identify reference button. It's a button that you press, and it's like, hold it! I know what this is from! And then it's like, oh yeah, really? Do you? What's it from? And you go, Junji Ito, Volume 5, Page 3. And if you get it correct, the game goes, very good. And then it like one-shots the monster.
An owl with a graduation cap comes down and says, looks like we've got a smarty pants.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's a whole meta-textual layer of this game where it's just like a horror education game where it like just educates you on cultural horror.
Uh-huh.
That's good.
Or like Junji Ito himself comes and like does a roundhouse kick on the monster and was like, a true fan. I'm honored to meet you. I will fight alongside you. Yeah.
Yeah. Call of Cthulhu, page 3, line 5. Then H.P. Lovecraft shows up and says something horribly insensitive.
Yeah.
And racist.
He looks through your webcam and decides whether or not he wants to support you. That pig.
Fuck that guy. Anyway, I think we've expanded it to 5 3x3 grids of actions to take.
Yeah.
The 5th being, of course, identify this genre and thereby defeat it by default.
We should just make it like Scribblenauts. Just type in whatever, man, and see if it works.
I
Throw
do
pterodactyl.
like that mechanic.
And then it would say there is no pterodactyl, and you would get your ass split in twain. You would gain 2 new ass cracks. This time horizontal.
Status effect 2 horizontal ass crack.
Yeah.
I did get a, and this was my fault. I did get a pretty nasty status effect where it was I got a mask from defeating a monster. It was this monster that was haunting a high school bathroom, and I got the mask from defeating it. And then I put the mask on. Should have known better.
Yeah.
Damn mask took my face.
Oh,
it straight up just took my face.
Oh, man.
I had no more face afterwards, and I had to wear the mask. Otherwise, me lacking a face would reduce all of my stats by 5 or something like that. So I had to wear the mask. It kind of sucked.
Of Daft Punk, Marshmallow, and Deadmau5, who do you think put on a haunted mask in a bathroom?
Oh, good question.
I think it would be Marshmallow, because I think he lacks the swagger of the others.
Yes, Marshmallow does actually look in live performances like they are suffering a little bit.
I think Marshmallow had to turn to music as the only viable career option after being made faceless.
Yeah, and I think they've pretty much gotten away with it.
That rascally Marshmallow.
This game is relatively unknown, don't you think?
I would say it's under the radar.
It's under the radar. People aren't going crazy about it. It came out in 2023 across all platforms. Not crazy publicity. I mean, it's not a kid's game. It's very stylistic.
Yeah,
it's definitely appealing for a niche audience.
It's more point and clicky, it seems. It's more RPG-ish in the more hardcore sense. In the type of way that I think, and also creepy in a way that would drive away mass audiences, which is going to be an issue for Fixco now that we own this IP.
Huge issue for Fixco.
What are we going to do?
We got to change this.
Yeah.
I propose a new viral marketing campaign to really get this World of Horror fixed game really popping in the modern market. What does the modern market, the sensational modern market, want more than anything? It's viral marketing.
Yes.
So here's what we need to do. We hire a marketing team whose sole purpose is just to freak people the fuck out.
That's good.
In weird, unsettling ways.
Yeah. Like an Eric Andre skit that isn't funny.
Yes, exactly like an Eric Andre skit that isn't funny. Nothing funny about this.
Yeah.
It's just freaky and disturbing. We hire prosthetic makeup artists.
Okay, yeah.
We get our people lurking around.
Yep.
Okay, imagine a senior in high school working late in the lab, goes to the bathroom, bathroom lights flickering, stall doors closed mysteriously, but no one's there, and they're like, okay, whatever, do their makeup or whatever.
Man, can I just interrupt you and say stall doors are so freaky closed, you never know if you're going to find somebody? We should just install see-through panels in all stall doors. You can see if anybody's in there.
It would really foil this viral marketing campaign, Dwight, but I do like where your head's at. This is what Fixco, this is why Fixco needs us.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
We can bring that up at the next budget meeting. Boy, when you jump in the middle of a scary story, it really just completely...
I'm here to help, Caleb.
Thanks, man.
As your coworker, I'm here to help improve the ideas by suggesting we remove privacy from bathrooms.
Yeah. That is maybe perhaps the greatest scare of all. Is,
you have to poop with everyone looking at you. Anyways, continue. Your viral marketing campaign.
Okay. Flickering, to set the scene once more. Flickering fluorescent bathroom lights. You see a shape in the mirror, not quite definable. You look back and it's gone. You lean down to spit out the water that you were drinking or to take a sip, and then you look back up and it's a scary monster! It's like a completely pitch dark figure with like a glitchy black and white stippled kind of lighting effect around it with just 2 analog horror eyes swathed in shadow, and you scream and freak the fuck out and then turn around, and as you turn around it's holding up a little flyer that just says World of Horror on the Nintendo Switch.
Bye.
Just like hands it to you, and then it just like slowly walks out of the bathroom, just closes it.
It's just the QR code. Its face glitches out to be the QR code to
Yeah,
buy World of Horror.
It was misguided to buy a marketing team to do this viral marketing campaign. We just contract real cryptids and analog horrors. We get the backrooms involved.
I think that's really good.
We get the aliens involved. We get Moth Person involved.
You get the front rooms.
Involved.
Yeah. Do you think the front rooms is just normal buildings? It's like when you're going into a mire, like, venturing back into the front rooms again.
That'd be so funny.
TikTok trend?
Yes, dude, that's so funny. That's actually a great idea.
Day 3 of surviving in the front rooms. It's just you in your apartment, like.
Oh my god, that's actually so funny.
I think there's a creature in here with me. Wife from the other room goes, huh?
Say that again?
Shit! I hide.
We could there's some legs on that.
Actually, listener, if you have any love for Fixco, and if you want to see us gloriously succeed in the world of video game marketing and publishing, we need you. We need you, listener. We need you to, and here's how you do it. Find black clothes. Find a high school. After dark, go into that high school bathroom and just sit around for a while.
Long time.
And like, as long as it takes until a very responsible, studious lab student comes in. And then when you see the time is right, jump out and say, "Wishlist World of Horror on Steam!" And then run out as fast as you can. And we will pay you. You will be paid.
Or, conversely, if you happen to know any analog horror entities, or anomalies, or like spirits or cryptids, let us know. We will also be willing to sign contracts with any strange entities that only show up in VHS tapes or are only visible via camera or whatever.
For the glory of Fixco, I just came up with the best idea for a game. A simulator game where you're a creepy cryptid who gets hired on Craigslist to do creepy missions for people that are all like mundane and petty. Like, I need somebody to scare my stepdad, please.
Yeah,
Shadow
please,
monster.
someone scare the shit out of my stepdad. Yeah.
And so you're like, just like having different levels where you go around an open world and you gotta spook people for money so that you can pay rent.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah.
Like each horror entity has like specific rules that they have to work by.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
yeah,
you're only able to show up when this person is watching TV, or like you're only able to show up when this person is looking at a corner. Or something like that. And you have to like catch them. You start out with like low level powers, and then eventually you like spec into bigger scares.
So like an easy one would be like, you're a vampire and you have to avoid sunlight, and then like you could get more points by like having harder, more difficult to scare with monsters that you could select from your selection screen.
This ties in really well with my next fix, actually, which is you should be able to, if the run is fully doomed, pun intended.
Yeah.
If the run is at like 80% doom, and you're like, fuck, I'm on Mystery 3, I'm not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
You should be able to say fuck it and flip the script and join the evil eldritch entity and like bargain for your life. You know what I mean?
That's good, yeah. And then they send you on a procedurally generated like mission where you have to fight against your former party mates.
Yes. And like,
that's good.
It now becomes you have to flip the script and like try and prevent that really heroic 20% from defeating you, and now you're counting backwards from 20 to 0 and trying to push that trying to push that doom meter up. I just think that'd be awesome. Because there are options in the game where you can like sacrifice your party members for various bad endings, but it's always for the purpose of saving the world.
Yeah.
You ought to be able to join a mission and be like, "Fuck it, I'm flipping the script. I
love
embrace
that.
the darkness entirely."
Yeah, you're trying to get that doom meter up. Since these are unknowable eldritch entities that don't necessarily have to abide by the rules of human logic, perhaps in order to gain their like love, in order to like prove your fealty to them, they could send you on some weird fucked up missions that have nothing to do with anything.
Yeah. Strange, inscrutable entities. Yeah.
It's like, I love spoons. Go get me some spoons. The reason why?
And you're like, how is this going to end the world? And he's like, oh, hold on. Don't question me, first of all.
No. It's spoon time. Spoons first. We have spoons first, then we have a little treat, which is the end of the known universe. But first, I'm going to need some bright, shiny semi-spheres on sticks. Go.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Go.
Come back with 20 million spoons.
2 bajillion spoons, please.
Yeah. This happened to me in that for a year, somebody signed me up for a subscription to Harper's Bazaar magazine. And
Okay.
I don't know why. I just was receiving Harper's Bazaar magazine, which I assume is a paid magazine.
What
And
what is Harper's Bazaar?
It's a magazine that has like pictures and ads in it and articles.
Okay, man.
You can look it up, Caleb.
All right.
People know what Harper's Bazaar is. But like, I don't know who did this. I don't know why they did it, but it was kind of creepy. You know, it's like, why am I
That is
receiving?
weird. That is odd, yeah.
But the reason why is somebody had teamed up with the Harper's Bazaar entity.
Eldritch deity.
cosmically.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, it would please me, Pawn, if you signed up 20 million people for Harper's Bazaar magazine.
Whatever you say, my Eldritch overlord. Dwight, I'm thinking, I'm getting a little parched. I'm getting a little parched doing fixes.
Should we head over for a water?
Let's go down the extremely long dark hallway to the only other lit location on this floor, which is the water cooler.
Okay, let's go to the water cooler.
Let's hit the water cooler.
Nice refreshing water. I do love water, Caleb. And I would love to have a water cooler conversation with you, my coworker and friend and co-host.
Yeah. Hit me with it.
And the topic that I would like to socially interact with you about, Caleb, is so I don't know if you heard about this. The Switch 2 was announced.
Oh.
And the Fixco CEO and board, they're giving it the thumbs down.
Oh, boo.
They didn't like it. They said that there needed to be one more controller or something. Yeah, so what they've done is, in retaliation, they bought the rights to the Switch 2.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and now R&D is in charge of, like, remaking the Switch 2. But the thing is, we need, like, that one big feature. You know how, like, Nintendo consoles always have the one feature? I was talking with R&D earlier, and they want our advice.
We just got here. How did you have time to talk to R&D?
It was on the walk over to the water cooler.
Oh,
I don't know if you
met them in the one-way elevator? Yeah.
Yeah, the one-way elevator. Down the dark escalator, up the one-way elevator. I saw the spectral figure of R&D.
Yeah.
So Caleb, what should the new killer feature be?
Did they hear about the C button?
They heard about the C button.
The C button is the big feature, I think, isn't it?
Well, they heard about the C button. They heard about the fact that you can use the Joy-Con as a mouse. And they heard about the magnets, Caleb. Magnets.
Magnets. Explain that.
Yeah, explain that, huh? And they were unimpressed with all three. They said the C button, it stands for...
A word I can't say.
Said the C button is too naughty. It's just gonna offend. And they said that magnets are definitely, like, too mysterious to be putting into, like, modern day machinery. We can't use it unless we can understand it.
Yeah.
And they said that a vertical mouse is a bad idea ergonomically. So they wanted a new idea.
I think they're on the wrong side of history with that one.
I think so too. I'm excited about the mouse.
Who am I to say? I hope they
Yeah.
didn't. I hope they didn't hear that. The next big feature of the Switch 2, I think, should be you are able to at any point request help from someone who's dead. like it communicates with the
summon
spirit
the
world.
spirits of the dead. That would be so crazy if they open it up and, like, a former, like, a late Nintendo executive at, like, the gravesite of like a dead Nintendo executive, and they're like, "Oh, if only you were here to help guide the company." They get out the Switch 2. We would like to summon.
Yeah. Yes. If it's like a Ouija board. Meets the Switch 2.
What if you
Switch
could create
2 X Ouija board?
Here's my idea. It's the Mii's again, but instead of creating Mii's of you and your friends, whenever you create a Mii, it is inhabited by the soul of a deceased person.
Is it a random deceased person, or do you get to choose from a selection? Are they going to gatekeep these spirits, high-value spirits, behind a paywall?
You have to go through
spirits.
the standard universal catalog of dead people to claim one. So it could be like, I need David Lynch back in my life.
Yeah.
Has anybody claimed David Lynch and
That's a
put him
premium.
into a Mii?
That's a premium one, though. That's a premium one. Actually, no. He comes preloaded onto the console.
Oh.
Rest in peace, David Lynch, by the way. And also, if you're going to get pissed that we're making a joke about David Lynch dying, he would super be into this bit. And also his association with the Switch 2, so fuck you. I watched Twin Peaks. He would be super into this shit.
We're not at any point saying that we're happy anybody is dead, for the record. All I'm saying is I want to play Wii Sports with dead people.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly normal.
That's an okay
normal.
thing to want.
That's an okay thing to want.
Okay, Dwight, I think we'd probably better get back to work.
I think we should, but coming soon, the Switch 2. Play tennis with Grandpa.
Spiritual medium Switch 2.
All right. Caleb, that was refreshing. I feel refreshed.
Yeah.
I would love to present to you some player feedback that we have been accumulating. Fixco has been accumulating about World of Horror, so that we can try and, as a part of us rebirthing this IP, make sure it can really please everybody is the goal.
Man, they really have eyes and ears everywhere, don't they? Fixco does.
They really do, Fixco. Eyes, ears, and noses everywhere. Just a nostril for every place.
Mouths everywhere. Infinite mouths.
Have you been to the Mouth Warehouse?
I don't even want to. No, I just got here.
I don't recommend it.
Again, I just got here.
It's all right, yeah. I got lost. I went into the Mouth Warehouse.
Okay.
Anyways, here are some reviews that people have left about World of Horror, and I think we can help make their lives better.
Yes, we can.
These are some Steam users, some Reddit users I found.
Nice.
First off, I feel like I'm just hitting the win button every fight.
Well, have you considered adding a win button to every fight?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, if they feel like it, it sounds like the problem is they don't want to just feel like it. They want to know like it, you know?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Solution, add a win button to every fight. Also, if you're feeling spicy, we could add a lose button.
That's a great idea, yeah.
If there's a win button, there has to be a lose button. It's just the heads and tails of the world.
A draw button?
Yes. Yeah, you can tie.
I think they should do this for the next Pokemon. We could get rid of a lot of the cruft on Pokemon by just implementing the classic win, lose, and tie buttons.
Hey, honestly, don't joke about it because it very well might happen.
Imagine you're just in your break room, you look over at your coworker on his Switch going, "Fuck! Fuck! I keep losing!"
Have you tried pressing the win button? And he goes, "Oh, shit."
Oh, nice.
I actually think, okay, Dwight, it's funny that you say that because I'm pretty sure the last Pokemon game did actually just have a win for me button where it sent your Pokemon off and the Pokemon just won fights for you.
Interesting. It was like a Jesus sending the disciples, go collect some dubs.
Exactly like that. You will now become fishers of men. But instead of men, it's just like slowpokes or whatever.
Right, yeah. Fishes of Zigzagoons.
Yeah. Yes, a
Incredible.
win button for that user. Granted, we'll include it. We'll include it in the next game.
Next review, Caleb.
Yeah.
Just one word: overappreciated. How can we make this game less appreciated, Caleb?
I think have the game insult you more often.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the game needs to be meaner, it sounds like.
Maybe like a 5-minute timer in the game. Every 5 minutes you get like a pop-up window that says stop appreciating. Just like stop. Or like maybe we have some sort of biometric hookup, can read whether the appreciation part of your brain is firing.
Stop
appreciating.
That's funny. Overappreciated. That's such a funny. It's not overrated. It's not underrated.
Right.
It's overappreciated.
it's so funny because like people could rate a game based on bogus stuff, you know?
Yeah.
But like appreciating something, like you don't say I really rate my wife. It's like I appreciate my wife, you know?
Dude, that's actually the funniest review I think I've ever heard of any game.
Overappreciated, yeah. Basically saying, like, people genuinely are having too good of a time. I wish they genuinely disliked their experience.
Imagine being the kind of person that puts your hands behind your back, lean back after playing a game for several hours and be like, fuck, people appreciate this game too much.
I wish other people had less joy.
Oh, God, that sucks. Okay, next one.
Okay, this one was particularly funny to me, is, the graphics, if one could call them that, are an eyesore and a pain to look at. The colors clash, and what little effort was put into this was wasted. Caleb, correct me if I'm wrong. This is a 2-color game, correct?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. Or 1 color if you choose the 1-bit option.
So, saying that the colors clash to me feels a little bit like they're complaining that black and white don't go well together.
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what's happening here. Solution. No color. Black screen.
No color. Just a single hex code wash over the screen.
Yep.
We'll call it low contrast mode.
The other this review makes me really fucking mad because the pixel art in this game is genuinely beautiful. Like it's an amazing pixel art game, really well animated.
Caleb, this was our boss who wrote this. We're gonna need a really...
Oh shit. Good point, boss. Good point. Great point, actually.
We should get like a Baroque Renaissance revivalist painter to do the game.
Yes.
Because that is probably like the solar opposite of this current art style. Let's get it like a really artistic medieval...
Enjoy waiting 250 years for your perfect game there, whoever left this review.
Buster.
Because it's going to take... If you want to paint every frame of this, it's going to take you 250 years in the Baroque style.
All right, Caleb. Next review.
Yep.
It should be $10 instead of $15. Some of us are poor, and it is impossible to pirate.
I appreciate this person, actually. You know what? I appreciate it. They said, 15's out of my budget, 10 is in my budget. I can't pirate this game, so you should make it cheaper for me. I respect that. No fix required. This person is justified. That's
pretty real. I think we should just reduce the price for this person. For specifically this person, we should give them a coupon code, I think.
Yep, just one person fix.
Because it is impossible to pirate. Or maybe, Caleb, they were complaining because there's no route that lets you be a pirate in the game.
Fully possible. Adding a pirate route immediately. One of the Eldritch deities that you can randomly roll into is just a pirate. It's just a pirate that's coming into 1980s Japan to take over.
Yeah, I feel like most of the good beard colors for pirates have been taken. Could we get like a yellow beard? Has there been a yellow beard? An Aryan pirate?
Ooh, that's just a Viking.
Oh, true.
Runs up against copyright infringement with One Piece, and I can't.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
I don't want to touch Oda.
You have too much respect for the property of One Piece.
Because like I actually don't know off the top of my head if there is a yellow beard in One Piece, but I'm not going to. If there isn't now, there probably will be.
The next one here says, game introduces a lot of mechanics that don't go anywhere. From the peephole to magic. And I just kind of like that phrase, from the peephole to magic. And I wanted you to explain the peephole to me.
Yeah, okay. So one of the options that you can take while you're in between missions at your home is look through the peephole of your door. And every once in a while, when you look through the peephole of your door, something creepy will happen. And there are like 5 different creepy things that you can see out of your peephole. They don't have any mechanical effect as far as I'm aware.
We need an explosion of peepholes across this game. How many peepholes can we fit in for this poor reviewer?
Yeah. I think that's the solution here.
Yeah, every surface has a peephole you can look in. Most of them, straight up, you're just looking at concrete. You're just like, there's nothing. Yeah.
Nothing to look at, nothing to look through. The magic thing that they're talking about is that there's a series of claps and bows that you can take. So you can in combat you can clap or bow, and depending on the combination of clapping and bowing, you can sometimes like enact a ritual. So I don't think they figured out how to use that system at all. They just kind of chalked it up to you can either clap or bow. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
2 stars.
They probably were trying to like use real life magic mechanics. from their
yes.
ancestry as a warlock or sorceress.
They were trying to sorcel their console of choice. They were pulling out their magic wand and they were like, Wingardium Leviosa! Fuck!
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything!
We got a couple more here, Caleb. I've got 4 more for you.
Yeah.
This one's a bit of a longer one. I think you'll appreciate it, though.
Okay.
Played this game for an hour or two. Very confusing and hard to learn at the start, so got off of it. The next 7 days after I got off the game, I had horrifyingly detailed nightmares every night, and the nightmares are still continuing. I'm pretty sure this game is cursed, and I'm one of the unlucky victims. Nice storylines and graphics, though. Do not recommend if you don't like nightmares.
That's awesome. That's such a good review. Oh my god.
Such a good way of compliment sandwiching the nightmares. Nice graphics, though, but...
I am experiencing unending horror when I sleep. I can't sleep anymore. God help me. God help. Please, God help. End my suffering.
But
good game,
nice
though.
Graphics,
Great storyline.
Yeah,
really good storyline.
That's the only complaint I have, is that it's ruined my life.
I really like that they were like, for the next 7 days after I got off, I've experienced horrifying nightmares. I'm pretty sure this game is cursed.
Could you even get 7 separate play sessions out of this game? Like,
oh my god, yeah, easily.
Okay.
Well, because it's randomized. You re-roll a unique pathway every time you play. It's a randomizer.
I don't think this person needs a fix because they obviously like it.
No. Like, they've received the full package of this game. They've gotten the full experience.
I mean, like, it's a little bit like, oh man, I have lactose intolerance. Milkshakes make me sick.
Yes.
Time to go buy a milkshake.
Yeah. They really didn't think this one through.
Yeah, so if you really hated the nightmares so much, stop playing the damn game, bud.
Damn nightmare game. Yeah. Solution, World of Happiness.
World of Whimsy!
World of Whimsy!
World of Joy. Oh, and it's like, it will give you good dreams to balance out the bad dreams.
Yeah. So, play World of Whimsy, new game coming out on all consoles to counteract your 7-day curse game.
Yeah. You become blessed. You have like a 0.02% chance of being cursed upon playing World of Horror, but you have a 0.02% chance of becoming blessed upon playing World of Bliss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just, we got different lotteries running for each game.
Fixco's gonna love this. We've gotten like 3 different games out of this one game.
That's so true.
We're gonna get a bonus of experience.
We are milking this udder so firmly.
That's a Junji Ito joke, if I've ever heard one. Yeah.
Well, Caleb, we got some more reviews to go through here. Just a couple more. Had no idea what I was doing. Opened the options menu and died. This also spiritually connects to another one I saw that was too long to include, that was about somebody who got soft locked. Whenever they would open the game, it would go through a long cutscene and then immediately kill them. And apparently it was a known issue that had to be hot fixed.
No, that was intentional. That was intentional. Like, that was supposed to be the game, but then everyone was like, "Oh, fix this issue," and then the developer went, "Okay, fine. I guess I'll make a game."
Yeah.
Solution for this person: don't go into the options menu. You don't need to. Don't adjust the options.
This is like what, Cat Mario or whatever? Like, they're just like, the game is out to get you, and you should have learned the options menu kills you. You can't go there.
Yes. Yeah. Don't do that one. So avoid options menu.
No game has ever benefited from an options menu.
Right, that's what I'm always saying.
Yeah. Don't give me options. This is not Subway.
Trust the developer that they have accommodated all of your needs preemptively.
Yeah. What options could you need?
Yeah.
Next review, this one's also kind of long. Why can you buy a compass for like 2 yen off a fucking dog? Doesn't the implied hyper-deflation and lessening of discrimination in the marketplace, to the extent that a pet can become landed gentry, signify a good world that you would want to live in? Just how bad are things right now for this city, when even animals can own a profitable business?
Okay, solution. We make a different game, World of Horror, but it's set in 1980s America. And it's all accurately priced capitalistic
Sure, yeah.
predatory business practices.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's no dogs selling you compasses.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. The dogs, the best they can sell you is dirt. Now that's realism.
You want a real world of horror?
Yeah.
Jump the pond, baby. We got something for you.
And this brings us to our last review here, Caleb, which is didn't even know there was a game. Where can you play it? So the issue that this player had was that they didn't know. This was a Reddit user.
Okay.
They didn't know that there was a game. Where can you play it?
Solution: listen to Hey We Fixed Your Game, brought to you by Fixco, where we will tell you that you can play it on the Switch and also on PC and also on PlayStation.
That's a great solution. I would say that probably this person experienced amnesia
Oh. Yeah.
from playing the game. And the solution would be that that's intended and good.
They got hit with the 0.2%
Yeah, the
chance of
0.02.
7-day curse.
Some people get the nightmares. Some people get the amnesia. Some people, it's the constant vomiting.
Okay. Here's probably what happened. This is what I assume. Our viral marketing campaign worked. They've been approached by a deity that crawled out of a drain pipe or whatever with 9 arms, presented them with a flyer.
Or a Hey We Fixed Your Game listener.
Or a Hey We Fixed Your Game listener, one of the two. They've already gone and implemented our viral marketing scheme, and they got handed a pamphlet that just says World of Horror, play now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, okay, let's go to the subreddit, and like maybe they'll tell me where to play it. I didn't even know this was a game.
Yeah, exactly. This was actually an audio excerpt from the conversation.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. Okay, well, the solution is clear. We've answered it for you. So listen to our episode, and we just, we've told you. All right.
And Caleb, that concludes our player feedback for this episode.
Nice. Those were all fairly straightforward fixes. Nothing too crazy. Nothing outside of our wheelhouse. We could do that.
Yeah, we fucking nailed it. Crushed that.
Which brings us up to our final fix.
Final fix. Let's do it.
Now that we've aggregated all the player feedback and we've spitballed, we're gonna present the final fix.
This one's gonna be a good one. I can see it in Caleb's eyes.
I've already kind of hinted at it with the player feedback. I'm kind of taking the player feedback into consideration here. I'm mulling it over and chewing it. I'm thinking, okay, World of Horror, World of Whimsy, great idea.
Yeah.
What if this was just one of an entire... Everyone loves franchises, Fixco especially. Yeah. If we can franchise a game, we're going to do it.
Right.
World of Blank series.
Yes.
Yeah.
We could go a genre route or a motion route. World of Nausea.
Not a fan favorite. Not a fan favorite. Cult classic. Not a favorite.
That's one where if you don't go in the options menu, you will die. Because you got to turn motion blur off.
Yeah. I'm also thinking that, like, if this game is a mashup between H.P. Lovecraft and Junji Ito, I'm thinking, like, just take 2 authors.
Yeah.
Just take 2 authors in a genre and smash them together.
Uh-huh. And then name the game after whatever overwhelming feeling.
Yeah. Let's do Charlotte Bronte and Mary Shelley. World of Women.
World of Women! Slay!
I
love it.
Yeah. This one mostly has... It still has a strong horror element, but it also includes some powerful women being full and developed characters.
May I say the horror? Misogyny? May I say it? It's misogyny?
Yeah.
Men?
Yeah.
That like men like from the movie Men?
Yeah. I don't think anyone watched that one, but yeah.
Have you seen Ocean's 8?
Yes, man, I have seen Ocean's 8.
It's like that.
It's exactly like Ocean's 8.
Yeah.
World of Ocean's 8. Done. That's a genre. Pounding out the next one.
Emily Bronte, whoever directed Ocean's 8.
Charlotte Bronte. or just the Bronte sisters ex Mary Shelley.
Sure.
That could work. Yeah.
The 3-part collab. Caleb, I'm thinking maybe me and you both think of it an author, and on 3 we say it and we concoct a game from it. Up.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
I gotta think of a book because it's been a very long time since I've read anything.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I got it. 3, 2, 1.
2, 1. Isaac Asimov.
Homer.
Isaac Asimov,
Isaac Asimov and Homer.
World of World.
Enough said, I think.
Yeah. World of World. It's a world where there are worlds that you traverse. You traverse across the world.
We could just let it be the title.
Yeah. Let's just let that sit. World of World. Yeah.
Yeah. Think about that, listener. Think about what that could mean.
Just sit on that.
Let
one.
it soak
Just sit
in.
on that. There's some legs on that one. I'm also
there is.
thinking George R.R. Martin and Sarah J. Maas. World of Smut.
Ooh, very good. What did Sarah J. Maas write?
Sarah J. Maas is the Court of Thorns and Roses.
Oh,
woman.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The really popular
Mm-hmm.
kind of sultry fantasy novels that are popping off right
Yeah.
now. And George R.R. Martin, lesser known author of Elden Ring.
Yep. Once long ago used to write books, I heard. Like a really long time ago.
Yeah, long time ago. World of Smut, I think, really does have legs that could really get us out there.
I love World of Smut.
Yeah.
That's the game that gets advertised to you, and it's like, don't let your wife know you're playing this game.
Yeah. It shows up in like seedy little pop-up ads on weird websites.
Yeah. You're on like Kiss Anime or something. And,
yeah. And it's World of Smut. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look left. Look right. I hope this isn't a Junji Ito horror story about somebody walking in on me while I'm looking at porn. And then, and then you play World of Smut and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Yeah.
The 3 action categories are fuck, marry, kill.
That's good. I like that. The 3 most powerful verbs in the English pantheon.
That's my last fix. I'm done. I think we've got plenty to work with here.
So just to recap, Caleb, it seems like we have a game that has a whole lot more verbs in it this time around.
Yep.
We've got a viral marketing campaign to prop it up.
We've got a whole franchise for us to capitalize on.
It's true. We have really ironed out any problem anybody has ever had with the game.
Yeah, up to and including a win verb that just wins.
Yeah, the win button is a huge addition. And guaranteed to not be appreciated too much.
Yes. Yeah.
Just a reasonable amount of appreciation.
Yeah, we've created a viral marketing campaign to get this gigantic franchise off the ground, using several spin-off combinations of authors and genres and emotions.
Yeah. And the listener is currently sitting on a toilet in their local high school. That's how much we have activated the community around this game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Without further ado, hey, Eastbridge Games.
We fixed your game. Hey, We Fixed Your Game is produced by Dwight Davis and Caleb Connor. If you want to support us, share this episode with a friend and rate us on the podcast app of your choice. Also, wishlist Hello Again, a real-life actual game being developed by Dwight. Thank you for listening.